Hello world! It's Berto Prey 5 Qapla. I don't know if you can see this yet. I better put headphones on. Wouldn't that help? That would help. Anyway, I decided against using the countdown intro because you guys have been waiting long enough. And my apologies. My apologies for the long wait. And my double apologies for what's going to be a relatively short show, as I am starting physical therapy this evening and I need to eat before the physical therapist comes, because I didn't eat because I thought I'd be starting this at 4 o'clock and ending this by 5:30, and now it's already almost 5 o'clock. It's 5 to 5, and I don't know when we'll end this, but it won't be much later than 5:30 because there just won't be much time. I also need to thank John Araki. Thank you so much, John Araki, for a $1 super chat early this afternoon at like 1 something this afternoon. Unfortunately, YouTube, in its wisdom, has killed that part of the chat, even though it was a super chat. It's no longer showing on my chat list. Let's see. Let me go up to my earliest chats, and I see Bradley Briggs. Qapla, Bradley. Looks good, sounds good. Thank you, Bradley. Although I had hoped to have not only myself on camera, but myself on a new camera. Hector Assented is first in the chat that I see and says, Beer da pallets? Pilates? It's supposed to be Dear Bob. John DeMarco says, greetings, all greetings, John. And the actor says, Bird, what's President's Day? Everyone gets to be president for a day. Is that the day Americans throw birthday like parties to all presidents? Don't you run out of clowns? I think it's just the day that you thank your favorite presidents. It's like an Applebee's lunch appetizer combo. You pick 5 of your favorite presidents and you celebrate them on this day. So I'd say Washington, Adams, Teddy Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan, and Donald J. Trump for me. Now, if it's yours is completely different, that's fine. I don't care. John Araki with $1 super chat again. Thank you, John Araki. Let's see. We should show an animation this time. Let me make sure that is, in fact, a feature that is turned on. It is. So, why has it not shown up on StreamYard? That's a weird one. A weird one indeed. Did I somehow turn it off?
Live long and prosper.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Not Ryan Johnson's in the house. Qapla. Kronos is in the house. Qapla. Kronos. Yes, I'm late again. Hakeem says he's not late. He's making an entrance. I wish that were true. I wish that were true. John DeMarco says, hey. Rock Solid is in the house. Rock Solid Productions says, hashtag Bird is late. I know. Hashtag Late Pray. All those hashtags. And they're all right, probably. Random Menace is in the house. Says Bird of Prey is over 67 minutes late. I don't think that's true. I was going to be at 4 p.m. and it's 4:59 now. And I started at least 6 minutes ago. So, no. And Chronos, if you're still here, Mama Prey does have at least one short tail or medium tail. I don't know. She's got something to say. Today, I asked her, please, I knew you guys, I felt bad. All you guys have been waiting this long. At the very least, you deserved a Mama Prey tail. So when Mama Prey is ready, she will talk to you guys. Yeah, I have a few chats to still go through. Who said that? Hector. Random Menace says, not really, it's dark outside. 47 Yorktown, Qapla. 47 Yorktown, and asks, did Trudeau get Bird? No, Justin Trudeau has not found me. Not Ryan Johnson says, hope everyone has a great day. I'm on vacation in LA, so won't be around that much. Late Prey strikes again. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. I wonder if that's Los Angeles or Louisiana. If it's Louisiana, it is in fact the week of Mardi Gras, right? I believe so. If it was any other time of year, I would assume for sure he meant Los Angeles. But this is the 1 week a year when you can never be sure. Jedi Bill says, hello, Bird of Prey, Qapla, brother, warrior. Hail Karoga, Jedi Bill. Dr. Scotty, Qapla, Dr. Scotty. I wish I was in the middle of a cuddle session. If I was, I would have told you guys to all F off. I'll see you at the end of the week. Just confirm, yes, technical, sorry. Rock Solid, I didn't mean to worry you. Mostly technical. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Bradley Briggs says, looks good. Sounds good. Thank you, Bradley. LDG waving at everybody and thumbs up from Bradley. Welcome, LDG. Words and pictures, Qapla, words and pictures. Qapla, Aravic Sonder. Mike Richards, greetings, Mike Richards. Moxley fan, Qapla Moxley. Man, I just wish I was, wish things had gone better today. Yeah, no, Moxley, I didn't play the intro because I was 45 minutes late. I didn't play the intro. You didn't miss it. Maybe I'll play it as an outro. John Araki. In fact, I'll definitely play it as the outro. Well, I don't know how to say definite, but I'll try. John Araki with another $1. Thank you, John Araki. Pop Culture Curator says, Bird of Prey, hail, sir. Hope you're feeling well. Much better than I have been, Pop. Much better than I have been. Thank you. John Araki says, did my original super chat not get delivered? No, it got delivered. It just didn't show up. I can see it in my YouTube super chat history, but not on my YouTube chat history for this stream. Moxley says, Mike Richards, greetings from Texas. General Hammond of Texas. John Araki says, Bird of Prey 5 president is AOC. No, she's not my president. Rockside the Bird of Prey, when does the mental therapy begin? Ha 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 ha. Josh reaches Bird of Prey. Did you like the Life with Matthew setup? Did you let Life with Matthew set up your streaming setup again? No, I didn't, but I know to keep Life with Matthew away from streaming setups. Moxley fan says my 5 favorite presidents: Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, and I can't think of a 5th. Theodore Roosevelt, Moxley, or George Washington. Lincoln arguably was a tyrant, so I don't know that he would pass the, he made laws against unconstitutional laws and arrested people without trial. Like really serious stuff. Now, granted, it was a civil war, but I don't know. He might have been a nice guy. He very well might have been a great guy. But a great guy and a great president don't necessarily have the same values. Kitty Bear, Dutch Bastard, The Shadow Band, Qapla. Josh reaches Bird of Prey. Isn't it today Sassy Day? The day Sassy took over Canuck. I think that's in May. Moxley says YouTube is really going downhill. Now no super chat graphics. What the hell? What do you mean no super chat graphics? That's not, YouTube doesn't send those graphics. That's Streamlabs. Words and Pictures is Mr. President would be Bird of Prey 5. Indeed. In Kuroga, if you want to call me Mr. President, that's fine. I mean, it's technically God Emperor, but that's good enough. Qapla, Professor Brainy Specs. Okay, Mamo Prey. Mamo Prey is en route to the microphone.
I would get closest as I can. Okay. Am I getting an earbud? So I can hear?
There's nobody to hear.
Oh, there's nobody to hear. Well,
it's just text.
Text, so you'll have to read it. Hi, all. Hope everybody's having a good day. Bird asked me if I had any embarrassing stories.
The bottom is where.
Oh, that's where. Well, I can't talk and read. Okay. Anyway, Bird asked me if I had any embarrassing stories to tell today, and I said, I got a couple, and he said, no, not embarrassing to you, embarrassing to me. And I explained to him that if he did anything nuts that embarrassed him, I probably wasn't around. The only real embarrassing thing was when he was 8 years old, and I told him to lock the car, and then I saw him outside rocking the car, standing on the sidewalk with his hand on the roof and rocking the car back and forth. I guess, you could understand that. But anyway, I do have two short embarrassing stories.
Deej yells, Mop.
Hmm?
John Deej says,
Oh.
Mop.
Hi, Deej. Hi, everyone.
To say, oh,
Hi, John
okay.
DeMarco. I really, everyone. Anyway, getting back to my embarrassing stories. When Bird and Ciso Prey were in elementary school, I got involved
Who's been holding up the damn
in
elevator?
the PTA, and I don't know if they are still as political today as they were then, but
I'm sorry.
read what you.
Joe Biden donated $1.49 and says, wait, it's my birthday? I completely forgot. I've been busy with Gorbachev trying to take down the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because walls don't work, except for the one I put around the White House to stop the Germans and Italians from bombing Hail Caroga number 22.
Well, I thank whoever gave that donation, but if it was Joe Biden, honestly, I'd give it back. Okay, off policy. But as I was saying, becoming involved with the PTA in those days was becoming involved in politics. Now, this was back when a name, if you didn't live in New York, you didn't know yet, but everybody knows it now. We just called him Chucky. Well, that's what we did. Anyway, this was the day of the time of Schumer's, I guess, intro into politics, and whatever he was, whatever title he held a couple through the years that I was involved. But this really has nothing to do with him, but it was back in this time, and there was a neighborhood Democratic club. We did not have a neighborhood Republican club, but in my early days fighting for equal rights, not unequal rights, I became involved in this political group. And as I said, they went hand in hand with the PTAs. So we had a state assemblyman who was really a nice guy. Unfortunately, soon after the story I'm about to tell you happened, he died in a car crash on his way back from Albany. But anyway,
Mysterious car.
well, yeah, it was, but I don't even want to go there. Yeah. As I said, he was a nice guy, a state assemblyman, and they were trying to get money for the schools. And he had suggested that if the parents, showed up at, I guess, a budget meeting or some kind of meeting where they were determining an amount of money to the schools for a particular program. So there was a busload of us going. And the principal in my school, there were 8 or 10 schools with representatives from each school. My principal said, "Who's paying for the bus?" And I said, "Gee, I don't know. I'm not involved in that end of this." He said, "Well, listen, I'll pay for the bus." Not him, out of his school budget, He says, "But you have to stop at Grandma's Pies." I said, "Where is it?" He said, "It's right outside Albany, right off 95 or 90, whatever the road was coming back." And he said, and if you get me these pies, and he had like 4 or 5 pies listed, we'll take care of the bus. So I spoke to the people that were running it, and they said, sure, we hadn't figured out which school was going to pay or if they were all chipping in. Okay, so we took care of the bus. Anyway, that morning, we're all getting ready, and we're going up to Albany from Brooklyn.
Thank you to Captain Track for a $2 donation.
Oh, thank you,
Says
Captain.
Mom will pray is the best.
Aw, thank you, Captain. I heard Doomcock talking to you the other night. Bird was already asleep, and I did hear it. Just wanted to let you know.
Bradley Briggs says, tell us the story of the first. No.
What?
No, first, there was no first time because it would never happen. Tell us the story of the first time you caught Bird touching himself. Every mom has the story.
Not this mom. Hey, look, I might have been oblivious to things, but I don't have a story. I do have this story, which I'm going to forget if I don't keep telling it. Anyway, so that morning, we go and we're dressed nice in those days. We wore a skirt or a dress. Anyway, the whole thing was, before we even got on the bus, my pantyhose ripped. I passed by, I don't know, it was a desk or something in the school, and it didn't just put a run in it. It put a big hole in it. I said, oh, I can't go like this. It was a store on the corner of the school that sold a little bit of everything. So I knew it had pantyhose. Unfortunately, the pantyhose I got was probably for a 6-foot-tall woman. Not me. My 4'11". So I put in pantyhose and we go. Now, the state building, the state capitol, whatever building that we had to go in, had this, I don't know, long, wide staircase. And, I was always like, it felt like it was at least 3 flights high. And we're all in the Capitol now. We get there, and I start walking up the steps. And with each step, the pantyhose start falling little by little by little. Halfway up, I had to stop and be surrounded by other women so I could pull up the pantyhose. And this is wide open. It really is. Anyway, I keep going. By the top, they were down almost to my knees. I actually had to run, find a ladies' room, and just take the damn things off. But that was quite embarrassing. So we do what we have to do, and then this assemblyman buys us a nice lunch, probably on his expense account, whatever, and we start back. And all I'm saying is, we got to stop at Grandma's Pies. Well, this bus driver don't want to stop at Grandma's Pies. And we're telling him he has to. Look, the person paying for this bus wants these pies. And we don't want a problem when we get back. And I'm sure you don't, because he don't own the bus. It's his, he works for a company. We finally talked him into stopping. And we stopped at Grandma's Pies. And we bought, everybody got off the bus and everybody bought, I don't know how many pies. And all I could think was, how good are these pies that we had to go through this? Do you know what? Those pies were delicious. That the last time Sis O'Prey went up to the Caroga house, she stopped back and bought Grandma's Pies. It had become an almost any time we could since that day pass Grandma's Pies, we did. And it was just, a little bit off the road heading upstate. But the last time she went with her friends, which was, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, she brought us back grandma's pie. So but the embarrassing part of the story is, of course, the pantyhose. But that wasn't the worst thing that happened to me during those school years. I was having work done on my teeth. And at this point, it was a couple of years later, I was the president of the PTA, and one of our most lucrative fundraiser was the candy sale. Almost all the kids sold candy. You remember, I don't know if they still do, they probably now everything's online and they probably don't sell candy anymore. But in any case, everybody got their relatives, their neighbors, their friends to buy candy. So now candy delivery came. We were in this big auditorium, and it was just at the end of school, and the announcement had been made, letters sent home, that if you had a large candy order, they could be picked up at 3:00 in the auditorium. So the auditorium was filled with children, and a lot of them with parents, because the little orders we handed out in the classroom, but the shopping bags full and 2 shopping bags, the parents came. So I'm calling out the names as we're getting the orders together. And as I said, I was having work done on my teeth. I had a temporary bridge on my front 2 teeth. And I was doing okay. I was calling names, and somewhere I called somebody's name, and with the name, out went the temporary bridge right onto the stage in front of an auditorium full of people, kids and parents. I was flabbergasted. I didn't know what to do. I handed the microphone to another PTA person, picked up the teeth, ran to the bathroom, washed them off, and came back. There was nothing else I could do. See, Joe, I have had some embarrassing.
Yes, you have. I didn't want them to be embarrassing about you.
Well, you know what? Let's go back. I am 70 years old. Do I care if my pantyhose fell? Do I care if my teeth fell out? No. I am long past the point of those things bothering me. Because, A, I won't wear pantyhose anymore. Anyway, I thank you guys for listening again to an old lady's rant. Not a rant, just a story. And I thank everybody for being here. And now you can tell your own embarrassing stories. I won't listen. I promise I won't listen. Of course, you guys can't see me. I'm pulling my ear and I'm like really next to his face. Everybody have a good evening. Is Joseph here?
He was here. I don't know if he's...
Well, Joseph, if you're here, keep those hints coming.
Keep those hints coming?
Yes.
Oh.
Keep the hints coming. I am benefiting from them.
I got it in 4 today, but I was disappointed. I think I could have done it in 3.
I did it in 3.
Mom prayed it in 3, but she had your hint to go.
Yes.
I start unhinted.
Bye, guys. You reading the...
Huh?
Are you reading the comments now?
No, I was staring into space, deciding if I should actually tell an embarrassing story or not. No, you don't have to go outside, Mom. Okay. Deej says, okay, Bird, let's hear the story of the first time you popped a Woody in class. Jesus. I doubt I remember the first time. But I do not find that embarrassing. That's a natural thing. And plus, I feel like, what's his face? In Anchorman, Will Ferrell, like, don't act like you're not impressed. The Random Menace with a €2 super chat. No worries, hints will come. Thank you, Random Menace. That'll make Mama Pray happy. Okay, well, I don't know to say it's embarrassing, but I do remember, like the first time I had an erection. I remember the first time, it got hard. I was watching a random movie on TV or TV show or whatever, and it was a romantic scene or a scene where things were about to get sexual, because nobody cared what I watched, and we used to get all the cable channels, I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell to call it, but I knew it was going to get like sexy or kissy or something, whatever. I knew it was going to happen, and like all of a sudden, like I was like, it just goes up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they start kissing, and then okay. Then, like, the next time it happened, again, I was watching TV, and again, it happened just as it was going to get all sexual. And I was like, holy shit. I am like a human detector. I thought I had something special. I did not think that this was, I thought this was something like special, like we had a superpower. Like I could detect oncoming romance or what in a TV show or movie or whatever. I did not know that it was supposed to, that everybody had that. I honestly thought, I mean, granted, I was like, oh my God, I must have been like 9 or 10, maybe even younger. Because I'm just saying it got hard. Nothing, it was a few years between the time it would just get hard and anything would actually, well, you know what I'm talking about. Arabic Saunders, tell us the story about when you went to the ski resort. I've told that story. I went to the ski resort. I figured I was going to try skiing. For the first time, I had my feet crammed into boots that were a size too small. I think they were 14s. I needed 15s. My feet were in extreme pain. Nevertheless, I signed up for the lessons. I just did not want to be the first person to fall, and I wasn't. But I was the second. The person ahead of me made like ridiculous mistakes. I don't know how. I fell. The guys took away my poles, but then at the end they gave them back. And I'm like, okay, like what? So you just give me back my pole, even though clearly you 5 minutes ago, it wasn't safe for me to have a pole. Now you give it back just because you're going to leave? That didn't make much sense. Anyway, I got tired of skiing, so I started using the snow tube. I ended up loving the snow tube until I was the first one to go down a newly opened lane. They forgot to put the rubber mats at the bottom, and I got to the bottom of the snow tube thing, and I realized something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, usually something's different. And I realized, yeah, what's different is that I'm usually slowing down. I hit the bottom, and it was nothing to slow me down. So I went right into this giant wall of snow tube things they had. And I don't remember what happened. I was in the air. I lost my glasses. I hit hard. My friends were laughing. They came running over. Well, I just came flat down in the snow and ice. And I realized later that I was just a couple of feet from falling over an edge of a ravine that would have put me in icy and frozen over pond. I should have changed the video screen back to me. And yeah. Anyway, I lost one lens of my glasses. I looked everywhere with my friends, couldn't find it. Finally said, okay, well, we have to call it a loss. I knew I kept a spare set of older glasses in my Jeep just in case. But I really didn't want to drive with them. But I figured I'd have to. So we gave up. I went, spent a few hours in the, wherever that is, the ski lounge. The rest of my friends caught up with us. Anyway, when I was going to leave and we got to the Jeep, and I took off like 4 layers of clothes. On my like second layer, I had the shirt with a pocket in it, and something was in my pocket, hard in my pocket, which I had no idea what. I touched it and took it out, and sure enough, how it found its way in there, only God knows. But it was the lens from my glasses. So I was able to fix my glasses and drive home with the right set, a good set of glasses. And it was, I don't know, 1,000,000 to 1 chance that that lens fell in between my clothes just right, that it was sitting in my pocket the entire time. I mean, other things while I was skiing were before I started snow tubing. I mean, I was skiing, between the time I stopped skiing and I started snow tubing, my friends just used me as transport. They didn't want to go up all the way to the top of the mountain. So I would just walk them. Like they would all make a conga line, and I would just pull them all. They would hold on, and I would just pull them like a train engine. I'd pull them all up the mountain, maybe halfway, and then let them go so they could ski down just halfway instead of all the way up at the top. And they didn't have to wait for the lift because I was the lift. It's not the most interesting story, but it's something. What do we got here? Rock Solid says, for the record, vertebrae is not rock solid. Bradley Briggs says that entire story is getting clipped by someone, guaranteed. Geez, well, I didn't realize her avatar was up. Now my avatar's up. And being it was just audio, you can certainly just fix it. You can just use my avatar. Deej is talking about Wordles. Wordles. Oh, that's not Wordles. Deej says, I ended up loving the snow tube. Why is that funny? Deej is breaking news. Putin sending peacekeepers into parts of Ukraine. Good for him. Rally Biggs is now taking bets on when World War III will start. Mamo Pray, a random menace, says, no worries, hints will come.
Nope.
Hints will come. Anyway. Yeah, random menace, you really got one. You really got one. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. That will have to do for today because I have to get going to get ready for physical therapy. Yeah, the barrier. I was fucked. The barrier was the only thing that stopped me from ending up dead, probably. I should have sued them in hindsight, but whatever. I was in college. Who cares? Robert Rose Jr. says hello today. Bird will pray, Mom will pray, and the sassy. Thank you, Robert. Unfortunately, we're ending today. We are ending with the intro countdown because I skipped the intro countdown because I was so late. So apologies. But for those who want it, here it plays. And then we'll end the stream. Rock Solid, Bird of Prey loves the members only thumbnail. What, the wreck of the Hesperus thumbnail? Random Menace is short stream, but good. Thank you. Thank you all. Qapla all. Bird out. I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. I will stream if I can.
Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Canuck. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important things are needed new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. That means you're gonna make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.